All right, so water potential is something that can look a little scary. It has a formula, and we call this psi with an S. It sounds like SI. And one of the ways that you can remember what it is that if you think of, the god Poseidon, he was, ruler of all the seas, and he had a trident, and that's kind of what I this looks like to me. It looks like a trident, and Poseidon, it's called Psi. So, and it has to do with water. So I don't know. That to me in my head, um, water potential is tied to Poseidon in the ocean. It helps me remember the symbols for it. But you're not going to have to worry about the formula. You're not going to have to calculate the Sayu potential or anything like that. It really was just an extension of what we're learning to try to push you a little bit past what you're expected to know on the test. But basically, this idea of potential is the potential energy of water per area compared to pure water. It just really is a way to help us determine where water is going to flow if given the chance. Okay, and it has two components. The water potential is dependent on solute potential and pressure potential. And solute potential is about how much solute is in there. The more solute, actually, the lower the solute potential. And then pressure potential has to do with the amount of pressure that the cell feels. If you can imagine, if a cell is getting filled with more and more and more water, you get this pressure building up. Animal cells can actually have so much pressure that they burst. Plant cells actually don't because they have the cell walls to protect it. So you have those two components between the solute and the pressure that have to do with the water potential. Water is always going to flow from an area of high water potential to an area of low water potential. And this whole process, we probably haven't heard this word very much, but it's called osmoregulation. It's really just the cell's way to regulate the pressure in its cells with osmosis. It either lets water in, pushes water out, through a variety of different mechanisms. But that's really all it's talking about is using osmosis to maintain a certain pressure within its cells.